Ethylene glycol is a liquid which is sweet, clear, and slightly viscous. A 1-to-1 mixture of ethylene glycol and water boils at 129 degrees Celsius, and freezes at -37 degrees Celsius, hence it is used as an excellent automotive antifreeze and coolant. It is also highly poisonous, which will lead to death if accidentally consumed. Background operation of the Omega process. Omega process stands for only monoethylene glycol, MEG, advantage which is introduced by Shell. Shell Chemical has been granted the authority to sublicense Mitsubishi Chemical's MEG process, and Shell Chemical has licensed this combined technology all over the world. There are many advantages of Omega compared to conventional processes, such as Omega can produce MEG without co-products, minimizes storage cost and handling facilities, and lastly achieves the lowest consumption of ethylene per ton of MEG. The first reaction in Omega process is oxidation of ethylene by oxygen to form ethylene oxide in the presence of silver as catalyst. The second step is carbonation of ethylene oxide. Ethylene oxide is carbonated by adding carbon dioxide to form ethylene carbonate. The last step is hydrolysis of ethylene carbonate by water to form the main product, monoethylene glycol, and carbon dioxide. By using 6-to-1 ratio of water to ethylene oxide, the product selectivity can be achieved up to 99%. In general, Omega process plant can be divided into two main sections, which are the reaction section and the purification section. In the reaction section, the three main process involves oxidation, carbonation and hydrolysis. The first process, oxidation of ethylene, takes place in a multitubular fixed-bed reactor. It is an exothermic reaction to oxidized ethylene into ethylene oxide in gaseous phase, aided by silver catalyst supported on alumina. Steam is generated by the heat of reaction. Carbonate reactor is a fixed-bed process. The reaction that takes place in this reactor is carbonation in the presence of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide and ethylene oxide were fed to the bottom of the reactor with a flow ratio of 2-to-1. On the top of this reactor, only the ethylene carbonate, which is the product, is transformed to the further hydrolysis process. The ethylene carbonate hydrolysis reaction takes place in the hydrolysis reactor, which is also a continuous stirred tank reactor, CSTR. The ethylene carbonate and water act as the reactants and enter the inlet of the reactor, while the monoethylene glycol is the product which flow out through the outlet. The carbon dioxide released is recycled back to the ethylene carbonate reactor. The ethylene carbonate hydrolysis reaction is slightly endothermic. It takes place by using a set of homogeneous catalysts such as phosphonium halide. The mixture from this reactor is fed to a water removal column and further sent to the MEG purification column.